everybody. How are you? How are things in your world? I hope good, folks. The excitement is building. It's almost time for Super Bowl LIII. Nobody knows what the L3 stands for. LIII, Leafy 3, Leafy 3C. But it's going to be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, and everybody wants to know, what are these two teams going to do? What are the New England Patriots going to do? What are the Los Angeles Rams going to do to win this game? Well, folks, as one of the top analysts in the world of sports, based on my 4 years degree at Otterbein College's School of Sports Analysis, I am the best person to answer those questions. And first, we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Rams. Yes, the Rams, who not too long ago were not even considered to be much of anything, and now are knocking on the door of the big game and taking it all home. Well, how? How are they going to do that against a dynasty like the Patriots, whether they cheated or not? Well, that is what we're going to talk about in this video. And folks, first thing we should talk about is their defense, and it's going to be awesome. A lot of people don't know this. I've got the inside scoop. I'm right here in town. I'm privy to the underground, the behind the scenes, okay? Got my ear to the ground. Sometimes both ears at the same time. Sometimes I can stretch one ear on to the other side and put them both on the ground. The LAX defense. Well, what are you talking about, the LAX defense? Well, folks, New York City has 3 major airports handling the load of that population. LA, with a larger population than New York City, has 1 major airport. Yes, there are other ones, but the one is handling the majority of the load by far. You could go to one of these other airports. You could go to the Corona Airport. You could go to the Santo Domingo Airport. But you can't get the connecting flights. If you're going from here to Madison, Wisconsin, and connecting through Minnesota, you can't get that from those airports. You've got to go to LAX, folks. You've got a population of 35 million people in the Los Angeles basin, 5 million of which seemingly go to the LAX airport all at the same time. What happens? You've got an airport that was built in 1927 handling that kind of load. What happens? You've got congestion that blocks the proceeding of anybody trying to get there in one day and back. If you're gonna leave on a flight, you better call your Uber or your Lyft the day before and plan on camping out overnight with your driver. Maybe you can build a fire in the front seat and roast hot dogs, because you're gonna need 24 hours before you even arrive at your terminal. That is the strategy that the Rams are going to use when the Patriots come at them. And you got to be careful with the Patriots, because those guys, it's kind of, they'll snap you in the neck at any time. They'll just, you can't trust them. Even if they're behind, the Patriots can come back. Look what happened in that other game. So the thing is, it's kind of like that guy that has that pet alligator, and he says, oh, it's my comfort alligator. I believe him. Hey, if your alligator makes you feel better, it makes you deal with stress and anxiety, that's great. But here's the thing about a pet alligator. It's still an alligator. It can attack at any time, and that's the same way with the Patriots, folks. So the LAX defense is going to create so much congestion and confusion in the backfield, they will not be able to proceed down the field. It's amazing. It's innovative. It's the Rams coming with new ideas. That's why they hired such a young coach. Do you know the Dayton, Ohio connection to the LA Rams? I bet you don't. And you would think that this little burg in Ohio wouldn't be the source of such innovation and ideas and growth and advancement in the world of professional football, but it is. It all goes back to Dayton, Ohio, folks. The home of NCR, the home of the Dayton Flyers. Home of the Dragons. You won't have a good time. You go to a Dragons baseball game, you sit on the outfield, you sip on a beverage, and you watch the game. You're going to have fun. Folks, I can't explain that connection, but us insiders know what it is. That connection from the Rams to the Dayton, Ohio area. Folks, it's the LAX defense. What about on the other side of the ball? How are you going to score against this team? This legendary team. How are you going to score? Well, folks, have you ever heard of the Hollywood sign? I'll bet you have. I'll bet you might even been to LA and looked upon it up on the hills and seen Hollywood in big letters on the side of the building. They're 45 feet tall, folks. They're 45 feet tall. And it used to say Hollywood Land. Yeah, it used to say Hollywood Land. It was a real estate development promotional idea for a real estate area in the 20s called Hollywood Land. And it used to say Hollywood Land Ho, like you've arrived in life. Now you should invest in our real estate. And before that it said Hollywood Land Ho, get up, sit down, and jump to and fro. It had like 47 letters and it went all the way down to Pomona. Folks, it's an amazing sign, but they're 45 feet tall. Now let me ask you another question. What happened the last holidays, the latter part of 2018 during the holidays when you were driving around your town? I'll bet I know what happened. You looked around your neighborhood and you said, look at all these inflatable Santa Clauses. I've never seen so many inflatable reindeer. I've never seen so many inflatable elves. It seems like every other house had some kind of, either some kind of wacky, crazy LED light display that they spent 17 cents on, or they had an inflatable character. That's because the technology in inflatable characters has advanced to this state now where you could employ them in your everyday life. And that's the way the Rams are thinking it's going to be the Hollywood sign offense. When the players are going to come out of the huddle and line up, and then the inflatable letter team are going to come in behind, sneak in behind, with 45-foot tall inflatable letters that spell out the word Rams. They're going to hike the ball. They're going to flip the quarterback in a backflip onto one of the letters that the quarterback designates during his play calling. Either the R, the A, the M, or the S, whatever letter it is, they flip him onto that letter. He bounces off the inflatable letter, launches over the line, and midair starts to run. Starts going, he's still in the air. And he hits the ground running. You've heard that term, hit the ground running? That's exactly the way they practice it for months, folks. I've seen it. I've seen it down at their practice facility down there in Oceanside. It works. It's amazing it works. Now, they could get 35, 40 yards at max. You can't flip the guy 70 yards. It's just too dangerous. I mean, there's too many injuries. So they're going to go 35, 40 yards in the air, and then they hope to get the identical amount on the ground. It's going to be a scoring machine. That's their strategy. What about the coaching philosophy overall? Number 3, coaching philosophy. And folks, if you've ever been to the Griffith Observatory, it's been in all the big movies. The Griffith Observatory, that's a hard way to get out. And you think that was a tongue twister. Who donated the Griffith Observatory? Well, it was Griffith J. Griffith. That was the guy's name. He's the one that donated not only the observatory, but all of Griffith Park, which is like 9 million acres, just on the north side in between LA and the northern part of LA, North LA. They call it North LA. So why is that important? Well, because this guy, he had an idea. See, at the time, observatories or planetariums, whatever you want to call them, they were restricted to scientists, and they were on these remote mountains, and you had to have a graduate degree from, the University of Paris so that you could look into the thing and go, ooh, I think I see a new star. No. This guy was like, no, we should have the observatories accessible to the public so that you and I can get up there and you look into the thing and go, oh my goodness, this star structure looks like the rear end of a horse. See, it wouldn't be quite as eloquent as a scientist, but at least the public is being exposed to astronomy and to science. That was the idea. Open to the public. That's the key. It's the Griffith Observatory offensive coaching strategy employed by the Rams. You're going to see it in the Super Bowl for the first time. A lot of people don't know. And what does that mean? That means that it's not the entire game, but the second half, they're going to open up the call playing to input from the public. You're going to be able to text your idea to the coaching staff before each play. They might use your play. And if they use your play, you're going to get a special Rams helmet made of that Nerf material. You can wear it to school. You can walk around in your Nerf Rams helmet. But here's the thing, you gotta be an LA Rams fan. You can't be a Patriots fan. You can't be texting bogus plays. Like hike the ball and throw it into the stands. They don't want that kind of nonsense from you Patriots fans. No. So to get a special code that you're gonna need, go to LARamsFanCheatCode.com and get the cheat code. They're gonna text it to you. It's texted back. Then they'll text you another code that'll allow you to access the number you need to be able to submit your play. Guys, it's an amazing innovation from the LA Rams staff. A staff that goes all the way back to Dayton, Ohio. And what happened? Who was the most innovative person before this Rams staff? Before this Rams staff that is connected? Who has a connection to Dayton, Ohio? The most innovative minds in the world. The Wright brothers. They invented airline food. The Wright brothers invented airline food. They're from the Dayton, Ohio area. And the Rams have a direct connection to that innovative bloodline, folks. I mean, you tell me all day, all you Patriots fans can talk about all day about how great the Patriots are. And I mean, knock on plastic, you're not wrong. They're good. They're good. I mean, they've got all those great players. Okay, Tom Strady, he's a good player. But the thing is, it's like all good things come to an end. And this might be the beginning of the end. Remember when Rome ruled the world? Roman legions ruled the world. Well, what do they have in Rome now? They've got some coffee shops, all right? So this could be the beginning of the end of the Roman Empire that is the Patriots. It could be the beginning of the crumbling of a dynasty at the hands of sons of Dayton that now are in the Los Angeles basin. Folks, I hope that helps. Next, we're going to analyze the Patriots. We're going to tell you all the good things they're going to be doing. So we're not slagging them. We're just saying they've got that's the problem with being number one. It's easy to get there. Well, we shouldn't say it's easy. It's tough to get there, but it's even tougher to stay on top. And you got to make this kind of motion. I hope that helps. Look for that analysis soon. Probably tomorrow.